Now at 6, the Southwest Missouri woman accused in the death of a pregnant woman enters a plea. We'll have details. Plus, concerns raised over the mislabeling and regulations of CBD products. And the Pittsburgh Chamber honors area women in business.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The McDonald County, Missouri woman accused in the death of a pregnant Arkansas woman appears today in court. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Dow Quick. Authorities say the Watermans attempted to burn and dispose of Ashley Bush's body in McDonald County, Missouri. The body of Bush's baby was found in a separate location in Missouri. Authorities allege that Amber Waterman used a false identity to lure Bush, then killed her to claim her unborn child. Waterman today pleaded not guilty to charges of murder and kidnapping. Amber Waterman's husband, Jamie Waterman, is charged with accessory after the fact of kidnapping resulting in death. He's scheduled to go to trial next month. Authorities say the Watermans attempted to burn and dispose of Ashley Bush's body in McDonald County, Missouri. The body of Bush's baby, again, found in a separate location in Missouri. Authorities released the name of the woman killed in a Thanksgiving Day fire in Commerce, Oklahoma. According to the Commerce PD, 84-year-old Leanna Mustaine died Thursday of last week in her home on Maple Street. Mustaine lived in the Commerce and Wyandotte area her entire life, taught chemistry and biology for the Commerce School District for 27 years. The state fire marshal says they do not suspect any foul play. Some people have raised concern about the mislabeling and regulations or lack thereof for CBD products. Noah Tucker spoke with one Arkansan who feels they've been the victim of getting the wrong product.
CBD is a product naturally found in the cannabis plant. It is not a controlled substance. It does not get a user high, and many say it can have positive medical effects.
I had a therapist that recommended some CBD, and so I went to a shop, bought what was labeled as CBD, and it wasn't.
This Arkansan, who wanted to protect his identity, says he was trying CBD to deal with stress and PTSD. Purchased it from this shop in this packaging, clearly marked THC free. That's the compound that gets users high, which is exactly what happened when he took it.
I'm sitting there in the middle of work, and all of a sudden I'm stoned, I'm high, and it's like this is not right. Like something's going on here.
A drug test confirmed that, and the victim then followed up with the store, which forwarded him to the Springdale-based distributor, where he found no answers. We tried to reach out to them Wednesday, but were unsuccessful. As for the local shop,
when the customer brought it to our attention, we immediately pulled them off the shelf, and we've kept them off the shelf or vendor returning them, trying to figure out what happened.
Vapor Maven says the product is labeled as an in-house blend from their distributor, who ensures it's THC-free, but it's not taking any chances.
That we want to make sure we're getting them the right product that they need that's going to help them versus get them in trouble like with this situation.
The State Medical Marijuana Commission says CBD and Delta-8 are not regulated by them.
Really, I don't want to say it's the Wild West when it comes to CBD, but really, when we talk about packaging, there really aren't any clear standards for CBD packaging in the state. And that raises quite a few questions in itself.
As for the man who bought the CBD, he's just fearful of any consequences.
I would just like to find out who the manufacturer is. I mean, if I were to lose my job, I'd like somebody to be responsible for that. Because, clearly it was mislabeled packaging. That much was admitted to.
The Arkansas State Medical Marijuana Commission says states that have legalized recreational use have found it easier to regulate products like CBD and Delta-8. Let's check in with Doug for a first look at the weather.
Well, it definitely turned out to be a warmer day for us today. Also very windy across the region. These strong southerly winds gusting 45 to 50 at times. But it did help our temperatures warm up. 59 in Stockton. It's 51 in Grove, 55 in Parsons. And we're going to kind of hang out with these mild temperatures over the next couple hours until our cold front, which is just north of Kansas City, right through Topeka, enters in. You can see the colder air looming northwest of that front, but strong southerly winds. We still have sustained winds, kind of 20, upwards of 30 miles per hour. And then of course, gusts have been higher than that. A lot of clouds, nothing underneath the clouds. We could see a few showers once that front drops through later on this evening. But besides that, we pretty much stay on the dry side. We kind of hang into the 50s, but eventually down to 28 later on tonight. Turning much colder. We're going to look at that here in just a bit.
All right, we'll see you soon. Carl Junction Police Department is going to be able to buy some new equipment. The Arvest Foundation donated $9,000 to the department for new trauma medical kits. Those kits can be attached to officer vests in an active shooter incident to help in their response.
It's definitely a huge deal. Grants are huge for us. A lot of equipment is purchased for grants in a smaller community where you may not have the tax money, the tax base coming in. Stuff like this is just a tremendous help for us.
The Arvest Foundation looks to create positive change in the community through these various donations. Pittsburgh Chamber today held this year's Women in Business event. The event recognizes area women who lead by example and devote their time to the Pittsburgh area. The Chamber announced Pittsburgh entrepreneur and business leader Brandy Johnson is this year's recipient of the K. Lynn Webb Influential Women in Business Award. Johnson created Southeast Kansas's first ever digital marketing firm, Limelight Marketing. The event also honored the 2023 Women of Distinction, 12 in total, one for each month. Coming up, we're going to hear from an international student at Missouri Southern on the difficulty of experiencing Christmas away from family. Plus, an area business presents a check to the Newton County Food Basket Brigade. Big update in the mysterious case of the Southeast Kansas Santa napper. The Santa statue is back in Oswego's Riverside Park after some Grinch stole St. Nick over the weekend. You might recall our report on the theft of the 100-pound statue earlier this week. Well, the owner tells us this afternoon, soon after that report aired, the Oswego Police Department received a tip from out of town on where they could find the jolly old soul. You'll be glad to hear Santa is all in one piece and uninjured. No word yet on whether police have made an arrest, but Santa knows if you've been bad or good, so be good, for goodness sake. As holidays approach, people get together with their families. It's good to keep in mind that that's not possible for everyone. Family is a big thing during Christmas time, but for various reasons, it's not always possible for some people to be around their family during the holidays. A Missouri Southern student from Zimbabwe says being far away from home is sad, especially when she sees others being with their families. She says it's important to build connections and have someone to spend time with during the long break.
Just the sense of Christmas, you need someone to be there, even if it's just one friend. I have a friend in the International Club, and we spent like most of the holidays together, like because we can't both go home, it's far.
Missouri Southern also provides their international students friendship families they can celebrate Christmas time with. A local organization is making sure everyone in the 4 states has food this winter. KOAM Shagun Bamidele has more.
Bronco Enterprise presented a check of $1,500 to the Newton County Food Basket Brigade. The check is intended to help the local community and help put food on the table for struggling families during the holiday season.
Well, this organization supports the local community, and Branco holds that in high regard, and we like to support that whenever we can. It's very important to us. So we were happy to present that today.
Pocket says they chose to donate to the Food Brigade because they help families in need.
We like to support organizations in the local community every year. If it's not schools, which is a big concern of ours, we like to support the children in the area. It'll be something during the holidays, which supports families that are in need, and there again, that translates into children.
An official from the Food Basket says the donation will go a long way.
Because we support, this year we'll be supporting 825 families. And we do food drives to collect food, but that probably makes up about 20%. The rest of the food we buy from our local grocery stores, so receiving these donations goes a long ways in buying that food for the families.
Moon says there will still be food after the brigade is over.
Food that comes in from some of the companies like Opal Foods, we take all that food when we get through and we take it down to the Neosho Help Center. So it helps families for the next couple of weeks, even after the Food Basket Brigade is over with.
Reporting in Neosho, Shango Bamdele, KOAM News.
The Food Basket Brigade gives out Christmas dinner and nearly 2 weeks worth of food. A little bit later, we're going to hear from the Missouri Southern women on their big win in the MIAA opener yesterday.
Plus, it's turning much colder as we head into the weekend. We're going to look at that coming up. Well, it definitely turned out to be a warmer day for us today. Temperatures, most of us near 60 during the afternoon. Very windy, very strong southwesterly winds throughout the day, and that's what we are still seeing across the region right now. But our temperature is holding pretty steady, even though it is after dark. We're at 55 in Bella Vista, Monette 55, Stockton 59, Grand 58, Miami 58, 55 in Pittsburgh. And we're going to hold fairly steady over the next several hours, and then our temperatures will start to drop a little bit later on tonight. Let's go outside. Here's 7th. Here's range line 56. Southerly winds at 23, and that's sustained. Gusts are higher than that. Humidity is at 77%. And we do have a cold front. You can see it really from Kansas City, just north of Wichita. Look at the colder air behind it. All that is going to rotate in as we go through the overnight hours tonight. So even though we're holding in the 50s now, once that front drops through, then it turns significantly colder. Also, the winds are still strong. We're still getting winds gusting way up there, 35, 40, 45 miles per hour at times. It's been super windy throughout the daytime hours for us today. So it's going to stay windy as we go through the overnight hours. All right, through the rest of the night, 56 by 7. We drop to 44 by midnight as the front drops through. Could even see a few random showers as it passes by, down to 30 by 6 a.m. Overnight low of 28. Later on tonight, you can see a lot of clouds across the region. Nothing really underneath the clouds. Just as the front slides through, could get a few random showers, but you can see this whole system right in here. There's just not a whole bunch of moisture to work with, meaning we're just not really going to see much from this except the drop in temperature. All right, here's 10:30. You can see this little line of showers trying to develop, slide through, and gone. Then we clear out late tonight, upper 20s by morning. I think we'll have partly sunny skies throughout the daytime hours, only upper 30s by the noon hour. And then look at this, our high temps quite a bit cooler, 39 in Carthage, 43 Bella Vista, Miami up to about 41, 41 in Parsons, 39 in Chanute. So a much colder day on Saturday. Clouds increase tomorrow night, so we'll stop Sunday morning. There's a slight chance we could get a few random showers in our southern counties on Sunday, but most of us are going to stay dry. You can see as we get into Sunday afternoon, we do get into the upper 40s, so a little bit warmer than what we did see, or what we are going to see as we go into the daytime hours tomorrow. All right, 28 to start, 36 by noon, 41 for a high. We'll back down to 37 by 5 p.m. The winds are going to stay strong. They'll switch out of the northwest throughout the overnight hours tonight as that front drops through. But watch this, they will gradually die down by the time we get into tomorrow afternoon, which is good news. It's not going to be as windy. All right, we do have a system on Monday. Showers mainly to our south, but try to sneak in late Monday into Tuesday. We could see a few showers. It doesn't look like a big system, but something we'll keep our eyes on. So we'll put slight chances for rain in on Monday and Tuesday. Again, a random shower in our southern counties on Sunday. Tomorrow, partly sunny, high of 41, 47 Sunday, 56 on Monday, back to 64 on Wednesday.
Wow, 64.
Yeah, warming up.
That sounds pretty good. Thanks, Doug. Still ahead, the Lamar Tigers hit the field this afternoon for the Class II state championship. We're going to have that story. Missouri Southern women open conference play with a big win over Northwestern Missouri. Jacob Leonard has details. Post-game reaction. That's coming up next.
Today is the day for the Lamar Tigers. The Tigers are in Columbia this afternoon, facing Blair Oaks in the Missouri Class II state championship game. Now, Lamar is aiming to hand the Falcons their first loss of the season and claim their 9th state championship in program history. I'm guessing we did not have those highlights. All right, anyways, it was we got it? Okay. Get me back up to the top, all right? Lamar trying to hand Blair Oaks their first loss of the season, claim their 9th state championship. Now, the Tigers would strike first. This is Joel Beshore, 21 yards, right up the middle. Touchdown for Lamar. Tigers lead 7-0. Then Beshore does it himself again. Gets to the near side, dives into the end zone. His second touchdown of the day. we've got a good one. It's 14-12 Tigers at half. Now Blair Oaks comes out of the break with a spark. Dylan Hare got some room to run. Rips off a 49-yard run into the end zone. Falcons take their first lead of the game. Now, Lamar has an answer though. Be Shore airs it out to Ian Googie. Lamar back on top with that. It's 21-20. Really was back and forth all afternoon long. Lamar down 11 now, and they're getting tricky. Look at the arm on Ty Wilhite. Finds Ian Googie for a 50-yard touchdown. Lamar takes Blair Oaks down to the wire today, but the Falcons go on to win and win the state championship 32-27. Missouri Southern Lions won their MIAA conference opener last night against Northwest Missouri State. On the women's side, the Lions beat the Bearcats 52-37 to get to 8-0 this season. Southern's defense was really good all night. They held the Bearcats to just 26% shooting and forced 19 turnovers. On the offensive side, Lacey Stokes led the way with 18 points. Also had 5 assists in the game. Amaya Johns added 12 points for Missouri Southern. So now the Lions, still perfect. They're at 8-0, including 1-0 in the MIAA.
It feels really good. You know, we obviously wanted to start off with a kick this year, you know, with the preseason rankings coming out, and we wanted to show, you know, how even though we don't really think they matter right now, you know.
Pitt State women lost a heartbreaker last night. The Gorillas fell to Missouri Western in overtime, 80-74. And Tristan Gegg scored a team-high 23 points, but it was Corinna Gerber's night. Gerber had a monster double-double, finishing with 20 points, 17 rebounds, while also blocking 7 shots.
Incredible. Like even Coach Mack after the game was like, KG had a stellar performance tonight. She just had all of our backs, and I mean, she just goes up hard, and they foul her, she makes her free throws. That's something that she's really improved on, is her free throws this year. So we're super happy to have her down there. I wouldn't want any other 5 in this league besides KG. So we're super happy to have her.
Just showed how much she's matured as a basketball player. Honestly, she wanted the basketball even in the break. She's leading the break one time there at the end and makes a perfect pass to Erin for a score. And I just think you can tell her confidence level and her comfort. She's just really grown. She's put a lot of time in, and just really proud of her effort.
She's just a sophomore too, so she's good, gonna continue to get better.
Yeah, that's exciting for fans and everyone. We'll be right back. We take some time now to honor a local veteran. David Unger served in the U.S. Army in 2005 and 2006. His hometown, Leavenworth, Kansas, and we're proud to salute Corporal David Unger, a 4-state hero. You can learn about lots of other heroes on our website. Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. A nationwide rail shutdown has been averted after Congress intervened in a dispute between railroad companies and union workers this week. Also, there might be a possible diplomatic breakthrough in Ukraine with both the U.S. and Russia, and a visit to Chicago for a Christmas light show you really do have to see to believe. Hope you'll join us for those stories. A lot more. It's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Let's look ahead to the weather now, Douglas.
It's still going to be windy for us tonight, and also a much stronger cold front is going to roll in. So it's going to be cold tomorrow. 41, partly sunny skies. Down to 32 tomorrow night. Could get a random shower, southern counties on Sunday, but most of you are going to be dry all weekend. A little better chance for rain on Monday.
Final sports notes.
Obviously, Lamar wanted it to go the other way in the state championship game today, but we'll have post-game reaction from that game tonight at 10. Also, Pittsburgh Purple Dragons open the basketball season tonight with a little interstate matchup at Joplin. We'll have that right here tonight at 10 as well.
Very good. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.